Think your career in Hollywood is dead? It's not. You're just in the middle of a revolution and no one gave you a map. Look, we are at the dawn of the most consequential technology cycle since the first industrial revolution back in 1770. AI, blockchains, microelectronics, spatial computing, advanced communications, quantum computing, they're all converging to power the fourth industrial revolution. That's the revolution that we're going through right now. So just to give a little bit of context so we understand kind of what's going on, the first two industrial revolutions really upended the physical world. That's the world that we live in, the world of atoms, right? The first industrial revolution gave us steam power, gave us steel, right? The railroad. Then the second industrial revolution gave us electricity, mass production, right? The combustion engine, air travel. And guess what industry was built and born during that period? Hollywood, right? So think about that for a second. All of Hollywood's incentive structures, its processes, its workflows were created just a couple of decades after electricity was harnessed, right? Is it any wonder then that Hollywood has been kind of found itself on its heels over the last 10 to 15 years? No. And it's found itself on its heels because of the third industrial revolution, right? That's the digital revolution, right? It gave us computers. It gave us the internet, the iPhone, right? And guess what? Guess what company was born during that time? Netflix. Netflix is a digital native company. It upended the distribution end of Hollywood's value chain. Well, the fourth industrial revolution, that's what's really interesting, because the fourth industrial revolution is blending or merging the digital world, the world of bits, and the physical world, the world of atoms, together into what are called cyber-physical systems. I won't go into that, but what's really important about this is to understand that these two worlds are coming together. And what that is doing is it is upending or disrupting the content creation end of Hollywood's value chain. So all of those companies that extract almost all of the value in Hollywood traditionally, the studios, agencies, etc., are all being disrupted. They're being squeezed because Netflix, YouTube, etc., are upending the distribution end. Meanwhile, AI and all these other technologies are upending the content creation end. So where do they go in the middle? They're having a real rough time. And so for the first time ever, creators and creatives, I'll talk about the difference between what those two are later, but creators and creatives, they're feeling the impact of this. And that's really difficult for them because for the first time in their careers, they're seeing their kind of livelihood being disrupted. But here's the good news. Once you start to understand the technologies, once you start to kind of build a mental model for what's actually happening in this space, you can actually leverage these. And it should be empowering for you because what we're talking about here is that value in the middle is starting to get smaller and smaller, meaning you as a creator can start to go direct to the audience and monetize. And that's a really cool thing. That's an empowering thing once you start to understand it. So I'm going to be speaking about this. I'm going to be talking about this in days and weeks and months to come. So I hope you'll follow me on this channel. Bookmark this, save it for later. It's good to meet everybody, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.